Baby, come here.
Hello, everyone. It's Friday.
Hi.
It's Friday.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, guys. How you guys doing?
Like I usually say, it's Friday. Come join us.
Yes.
What are you guys doing? Welcome to L.I.B Talks Friday. We're excited to be back. Let me tell you something. This is our third season. We took a minute to prepare ourselves for today's show and the rest of the shows that we have for you guys moving forward. We did a little changes. So, if you notice something a little different, that is only because we're trying something different. As you already know, this entire process, everything we do here is different than what you would typically see on these different Facebook talk podcasts because we just like to be different. Okay. So welcome. We're excited. Thank you for joining us for season 3. Yes, we are on season 3. We want to thank everyone who's been following us, who's been supporting us. Revamping the show is only because of you guys. It's what you want, it's what you expect. We're trying to give you guys more time with us doing our candidate speaking topic that we can communicate with you guys as well. So, with that being said, let's get into today's topic. We'll be teasing you about publicizing your relationship on social media, but what happened when that relationship was left and you already put it out there? Jennifer was here, the latest trends with us. We'll be chatting with someone, and this person is the one and only Sean P. Okay.
Sean P.
Yes.
Controversial new song.
Spend that money.
Spend that money.
Where the money at? He has this song. He has this controversial new song that we're going to be talking to him about. He can tell us a little bit about the song. But last but not least, y'all already know that our candidate speaking discussion is always the top topic of the night. So we'll be talking about marriages. Is marriage for everyone? Everyone's supposed to be married? I don't know. Well, don't go anywhere because we want to know what you guys think. Is marriage for everyone? Some people think it is. Well, with that being said, we got to get into the G's. So, Eva, lay it on us. What's the G's of the week?
Cheese time. All right. I struggled a little bit with this topic for the G's of the week. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I struggled with this topic for a little bit for the G's of the week, but I was like, you know what? I'm still going to talk about it. However, I decided to discuss it from another angle instead of the usual judgmental angle or whatever. Here it goes. If you're on Facebook last week and not even last week, like dating way back a few weeks or even forever on Facebook, you've seen this, newfound love paraded all over Facebook. This is and the other. They're hugging, they're kissing, they're doing all of this. Some of them, I think something happened like a couple of weeks ago and everybody was talking about it. Now, I'm not going to be calling any names or whatsoever. Whatever, we'll just make this a general conversation. Right. After seeing this new relationship, blasted all over the Facebook, some people were shocked, some were happy, and some had other types of opinion about it or whatever. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with introducing your relationship on Facebook to everyone, parading it, people commenting, congratulating you, lovey-dovey, kissy, whatever y'all do. But since you introduced your relationship to us on Facebook, we know it. We know everything. We are kissing. We are in a restaurant. We are in a base that we can know what you're doing. Now, we happy for all I want. But when a relationship goes sour, go down south, when it goes all the way on the other side, my people, you owe us a post-relationship post. You owe us.
Yeah,
you started it with us. Ended with us.
I heard that.
We were introduced to this relationship on Facebook. We invested our time. We were liking. We were commenting. We were inboxing. Oh, congratulations. So when it goes sour, what? Y'all can just go point blank. Then the next time we see you with another man or another woman on Facebook, you're parading it on Facebook. We deserve to see the good and the bad.
That's true.
Now, ladies, what are your thoughts on publicly posting relationship to others to see, comment, but when they break up, do we not get a public notification? What are your thoughts?
You know? Go ahead, Hawa. Go ahead.
I agree with you. It's funny. It's funny that you're saying that because I've always thought about it like that.
Yeah.
It's important to know what happened next. Let me say something to you. Somebody got married recently, but it's not who they were engaged to. So FBI, when they started looking at the person's post, like, wait, the person that this person looked different than the person.
Well, wait for you, Hawa.
Confusing us.
I mean, update us. Well, I'm guilty because I still congratulated anyway because it's the right thing to do. You gotta be happy for people. But yeah, I'm the one that said congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Marriage is a great thing.
But what's happened to the other man?
Mom.
To be updated. I agree with you.
Jennifer?
I mean, I was gonna say, you know how the celebrities, when the celebrities break up, even though it's not our business, right? But they feel the need to make an announcement just to let us know, we have decided to separate or this, that, and the third. And the people don't owe us that explanation. However, I feel like since I have to see it all day long when I click on my Facebook, I need to know the tea. I'm a nosy person, and now that I'm looking at this, like how I said, I've been supporting you guys, just like the people that can highlight babies. And from the announcement to the gender reveal, and I've been there, and I'm like, well, congratulations, sis. And then the baby come out, you say you're hiding the baby. We need to see the baby, and we need to know why y'all broke up.
Bring the baby out.
Even if you don't tell us the reason why y'all broke up, just be like,
update us.
Yeah, because like how I say, I know you don't have a different fiance, and then next thing you know, you're married to somebody else. It's like we're wondering, like,
what the witness. But
what happened? I want to know.
You know what's funny? Especially we, the women, it's something we do all the time. Because I already see guys doing this. Guys highly publicize the women, and I don't know why, but we as women, we like quick to do that.
right,
And you have to remember that people are watching you.
right.
People are counting.
Oh Lord, not the counting.
No, they are.
It's true. It's true.
They're
That
counting.
was
They're
6
like,
minute yell.
they're counting. And as a woman, even though we have no control over relationship, you have to make sure that guy, is the one.
Right.
Or wait till you get married. I mean, everybody want to have a boyfriend. Everybody want to be belong to somebody. Everybody
Right.
wants to be, like in the midst of people like, okay, that's that boy girlfriend. Yes, we get it. But remember your character, remember your personality, remember your, like for yourself,
Mhm. Yeah.
don't just go and just put people on there.
Mm.
Sometimes they don't even stay together for like a month. And then they're messing it up for the other friends because who knows if that's my husband, you put it up.
Oh, now you can't post him too.
I'm serious. And then because I know you, so I don't get to talk to him anymore because you went publicizing him
too quick.
Yeah, so slow down. And if you like to publicize your men when you break up, please let us know because we see you eating breakfast.
You want your breakfast?
That we see you in a row. We see you to the other place.
Oh, snap.
Enlighten us. Tell us why you broke up. We'd like to know. Gosh.
Oh God, that's great.
I definitely
All right,
agree.
y'all. Well, that's my G's. I just want to know. I mean, I don't yet care to even judge you. I just want to know what happened. I know, say that. Oh, just tell me what happened. That is.
Mr. Streets is talking and we're listening.
Post relationship notification. That's it.
That's all.
I love it.
X
No,
notification.
there
You
should
let me
be
notify you.
there should be a requirement that please update us at the end of this relationship, just so we know. And Rose, you raised
Yeah.
a great point. Rose, you raised a great point talking about how that could be somebody on a man. You
Yes.
like some man, like y'all still together, sis. And you're
Yes.
done with him. That's okay.
Yeah.
Write it up a little bit. We're done. At least give a sister, another,
Another, info because
this
like,
and him.
but
I agree with you, Rose.
he used to go with this girl, so now you're confused, and the boy telling you no, she's not my girlfriend no more, but you can't believe her because you like just 2 days ago, a couple of weeks ago, she was posting you. So
I know.
enlighten us. If you're not with him anymore, let
Yeah.
us know because some of the sisters they say that back here, stop publicizing all the men. I beg you. Stop publicizing all the men. We know you love them. Put it in the corner small.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, you heard it. Eva said it. Rose said it very clearly. We need to, just that we get pre-notification when you're together. We need a post notification when the relationship is done. And Rose raised a great point.
Right.
As you're stopping that process from moving on to the next person by keeping it secret. So, sis, if you let the whole world know that he's available again. Or vice versa, let the whole world know that she's available. Men, y'all need to start doing that too, because there's a brother out there looking for a single woman too, you know.
Tell me
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
Um,
Jennifer, what's trending up?
Okay, ladies, let's jump into what's trending. Y'all know it's spring. It's literally here. It's around the corner. I am super excited because if anybody knows me, you know I hate the cold. I don't like it at all. So with that being said, it's time for us to jump into the trend of colors. So today, before we get into the outfits, I decided that let's just put our blockers on and let's put our glasses on. So I'm here to show you guys trending sunglasses that is in for 2021. So I had to buy some of these for my YouTube channel, but since I have it, you guys get the exclusive, okay? So y'all ready? So time for the
Yeah.
sun. Since the sun is out, it's time for us to get into our glasses that is trending for 2021. Keep your sunglasses that you already have. You already spent money for it. But I'm just showing y'all if you want to get a new one, these are the 5 that are trending. So the very first one is this is the bedazzle. So sunglasses that have jewelry or rhinestones on them is back in season for 2021. Y'all see me?
Yes, is
Shit,
I was
girl.
on the beach.
Yes, okay. Spring is coming for us, you know, in the DMV area. We don't know how to
Yeah.
act.
We're not
So these sunglasses are trending. Like I said, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money on sunglasses. So as long as you have a sunglasses that have a little bit of jewelry on it, it is trending for 2021. Okay. The next one is these oversized gold frames. Oversized gold frames. They are trending. Okay.
Oh, I love
They're
that.
cute.
Listen, honey, you just go to the grocery store, you
I
have a
love
reason to
that.
go outside. Y'all know we've been locked down for so long. So
Oh man.
okay, just go outside, go to Target and just be cute. Okay. So these big oversized, even if you don't have makeup on, you have your mask on, get some big oversized frames. It doesn't have to be gold, it could be black as well.
Right.
Okay, so that's number 2. All right. And y'all know this never goes out of style. This comes in handy. Retro dark sunglasses, all black.
Right.
It's very chic. It's very in. Days where you don't feel like putting makeup on, or like my overnight workers. For example, Mrs. Wright, she's a nurse, you know, but she's a mom by day. So when she have to make these errands,
That's right.
baby,
That's
okay,
right, baby. That's right.
this dark sunglasses.
Incognito.
Okay, these sunglasses are definitely still in. All black, everything. You see it.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we're back to gold frames. So this one, excuse this gold frame, is only because I was showing you the oversized glasses. But gold frames are back in style. Okay.
Right.
This right here, like I said to y'all don't have to spend a lot of money on sunglasses. These right here, believe it or not, they're $20. Okay.
That's
So
nice.
gold frames are definitely in. And last but not least, these aviators. It doesn't have to be black or gold, whatever. These aviators are in for all season 2021. Spring
Mm.
is upon us. Y'all ready?
We're
Yes, sis.
ready.
I love
Yes.
it.
Ladies, which one of these glasses are your favorite? Comment below and let me know which one you're going to jump on.
Yes.
Which one you
And
going to mail to me?
that is what's trending, love. The sunglasses, get on the trend, okay?
Right.
I'm just she's soon about 10 minutes away. I'll be there.
I know, right? Send me the link.
Trust me.
I'll send you the link. You'll get the exclusive.
Oh goodness. Well, Jennifer, thank you. You heard it. That's what's trending, y'all. Get into the sunglasses. I love sunglasses. You don't understand. Sometimes you just gotta put them on to hide that red eyes. You don't want to
Okay. Especially when you tie a shoe.
sometimes you just want to look bad. Like
I
I'm a
know.
bad
Just
what?
want to look like you got some money. Ooh.
Like I just want to look like I belong. I'm gonna put it on.
I got some money, honey.
Yes.
The money get LA.
Look fancy. Man.
Okay, y'all. Okay. Y'all know what? We're having too much fun, but let me just say this. The candidate speaking topic today is marriage for everyone. It's very important. Only
Right.
because sometimes people don't really know if they should get married. They're just doing it because of other people. So
Right.
you want to just be a part of this conversation. We would love to hear your thoughts. So stay tuned. We're going to take a mini break. Sean Paul is going to be with us. Come on. He is on
Champy.
Sean
we are
P.
ready, Jackie. We are ready for you. We're excited that you're joining us today, but we're going to take a mini break.
Hello, hello, hello. My name is Miss Monet. I'm a neo-traditional artist from Mama Liberia. I showcase our Liberian culture and tradition to the rest of the world. And today, you are watching Across Africa TV network.
Hey everyone, my name is Varro. I'm a singer and a songwriter. Welcome to Across Africa Network, your home of information, discussion, sports, entertainment, and many more.
Liberians, the wait is over. Kizo Financial is here with the answer to your money transfer needs. Want to transfer money to or from Liberia? Contact Kizo Financial, the digital money transfer solution to your problem. From your couch in the diaspora, contact us 267-881-2836. On the farm in Liberia, contact us 231-881-122-334. Kizo Financial, a Liberian-owned business, bringing money transfer to your doorstep. We do accept Zullies and Cash App. Makes it even easier. Technology at its best. Kizo Financial, a Liberian-owned business.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Told you guys we have a special guest today. You know, we love the lights on our artists, people that are doing great. Let's give folks to introduce our guest. Pete, if you can, there we go. We're going to put ourselves in the talk and give you the opportunity. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Champy. How are you today?
I'm good. How you doing, ladies?
We're doing good. So
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the
Thank
show,
you, thank
Sean.
you.
Welcome to the show. I'm going to
Thank you
read
so
a little
much for
bit.
having me here.
You're welcome. I'm going to read a little bit about Sean. So his real name is CB Giddens. Is that the name?
That's
Like
the
for
name.
yourself? Yeah. So
Should come put me out there.
So Sean was inspired by his father, Dr. Joshua Giddens, who held a PhD in the music theory and composition from the University of North Colorado, USA. His first song was That High Looking. Oh, I love that song.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And he did this exclusive for Minnesota. That's a Minnesota boy right here. The Minnesota people, oh man, yeah.
You already know.
His other song was Mind Your Business and Drinking Drinks. So he said his first album was an anthem because it was all the song that people likes to sing. Um, so Shampi, welcome to L.I.B Talks. We are so excited to have you. We want to hear from you. We want to hear, what brought you to singing, especially the things you sing about, and the way you bring about your songs, the way you bring people into the music, you just don't talk about yourself, you talk about the entire culture. So we want you to just, tell us a little bit about yourself, a little history about yourself, then we can get into the music business questions.
All right. Thank you so much again for having me. Um, like you said in the beginning, my biological name is Civic Giddens, and I come from a musical family. My dad raised us around music ever since I was a child. So um, I was also an artist. I used to draw and paint, and at the same time, I got into poetry. I used to do a lot of poetry, write poems all day, and then I started developing love for rapping because at the beginning it was just like music in general, where we're learning to play instruments, learning how to sing and all of that. But then, like rapping, the whole part of rapping started coming on later on in life when I was writing these poems. I used to write poems to girls. Say a lot of nice things to them. Yeah, yeah. I was
Right.
shy. Yeah, I used to be shy. So instead of talking, I would just write a nice poem to a girl, and then, the poem would speak for me. But then later on, I was like, you know what? It's time to start, standing on the stage and performing. So, I got to it. But besides that, I'm a journalist though. A BBC trained journalist.
Okay.
Worked for Star Radio for a long time in Liberia. I don't know if you guys heard about Star Radio. If you know Robin White from BBC, if you know Fiona Leisure,
Yeah, I
they
remember
all,
that. Most
yeah,
definitely.
all these BBC old heads, they train us. And after that, I worked as a media consultant for Save the Children UK in Liberia for a minute. Yeah. And so after that, my love for music was there. So I always had to do it. So I just wanted to get off the radio, leave the media thing for a while to let people know what I have passion for. And I also study sociology. I have a bachelor's degree in sociology.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I got out of all of that, but my passion for music has been the strongest thing. It makes me happy. So apart from every other thing I learned, and every other thing I know, music is where I find peace. And so that's why, I said, finally, let me do something. And before, when I was doing music, I was always, just doing the hip hop thing. Like, I don't want to say series, but it was the way we call it series when you sound like an American, or where people can really understand.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I decided to push the culture, the way the Jamaicans, like you see, Jamaica, that's a small country,
Right.
but Jamaica was able to impact the entire world with their reggae music, right? And
Right.
Yeah.
their patois. The Nigerians did the same thing with their music.
Right.
So I decided to use the Liberian, our broken English, our colloquial.
Mm-hmm.
I said, it's better to be yourself. We got so many rappers in the world, so many singers sounding like this. Let me have our Liberian sound. Let me bring our Liberian sound to the game. So that's what I've been doing ever since.
So Sean, it's very, very interesting. Like, if we
Uh-huh.
never had this interview with you, I always thought about maybe you just one of these young guys just singing and just singing music. But after saying everything else, I am
Uh-huh.
so super proud of you.
Thank you.
Um, Secondly, would like to know, like, who supported you, like, who, like, even though sometimes you want to start something and you have
Uh-huh.
a passion for it, but there's somebody who's there, that's there for you and say, my man, whatever it takes, we're gonna be in here. I know it's hard in the US, but who supported you, from your first music to today?
Okay, so for my first music, I've always been somebody who um loves to work and make my own money.
Right,
So yeah, I started everything by working, my paycheck. I split my paycheck, go to the studio and
right,
pay for studio time. When I bring out my music, I put it on all digital platforms. At the same time, I used to print CDs and make other merchandise, make my own T-shirts, caps, hoodies, you name it. So I will always do that on my own. Yeah, I started like that. How we looking? That's how I started. And then later on, my former team came by. We built a team together, and we
right,
started pushing the music everywhere, doing what we had to do. And ever since then, I got back on my own grind. I've been doing it until my recent manager just joined me, and he's been really pushing right now. Shout out to him, Mo Connor. He's been pushing. He's out there in California.
right.
Yeah, so it started up. Everything started off by me doing it on my own. They say if somebody's scratching your back, you gotta be rubbing your belly. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Yeah. So that's how
So,
it's been.
right. So, that how it looking.
Uh
The
huh.
Minnesota people, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know you are one of the favorite person in Minnesota, and
Thank
I
you.
see I see how they play your music, and I see how they're so when it comes to like Philly and your music come on, I see how they get so excited.
Mm-hmm.
So, people loving you like that. What did you do? What did you do in the community? What was it like to let to for Liberians to really stick to your music? What did you do in the community? What was some of the things you did?
All right. So basically, I started off. Normally, if you get to know me, I'm a down to earth person.
Right,
So the community kind of knew me before they even heard my music, because I'm someone who loves to be out there too. You know what I mean? But I'm very quiet and respectful. Like, it's very hard to see me get angry or something. I know how to interact with people. Like I said, I study sociology, so my human interaction is very good. You know what I mean? I understand how to engage people. It's all about respect. At the end of the day, when you respect people, you get respect in return.
right,
So I've always been that person. And what happened? A lot of people didn't know that side of about me until I went out there and started doing it, and then it took a while first. People didn't get it right away, because some people that doubt you when you're around them, they're like, "Oh, but this guy, I don't know him to be a musician. When did he do a song?
right,
And so I had to sit with a couple of DJs the first time, and they heard something I did before, but it was like some dance hall flavor.
right.
And DJs and promoters. So one of the promoters told me, Shine, why don't you like really do the Liberian thing and capture their attention? You know what I mean? And I told him I always wanted to do that, but most Liberian people will be like, oh, like you go before you go to a program, the DJs, they didn't want to play Liberian music. They were like,
Right.
I think that it beating all up, you know? Yeah. So I wasn't there yet, yeah. I wanted to let them know that I can really rap, or I can really, write songs. Like, to the level of even some of these American artists you see. I wanted people to know I can write to that level. And so I don't just want to come with a Liberian thing before you think it's too easy. Let me show you what I can do first. But
Right.
I later figured out that people wanted, like, the promoter told me, come with the Liberian thing first to get their attention. So that's what I did. But then there's another thing about music. You have to pay attention to what's happening around you.
Right.
And that's what I do. I pay attention to what's happening. I see how we live, and things that need to be addressed are those things I put in my music. The How We Looking was exclusive to Minnesota because Minnesota had a problem. I noticed. When I came to America, I was in Philly. I used to live in Philly first.
Philly.
Yeah. So if you listen to the How We Looking, the beginning of the How We Looking, I said Philly said yana yana. Minnesota said the How We Looking. So I had to give shout out to Philly. That's
Right.
where I started. I mean, I didn't start the music in Philly, but I lived in Philly. So I feel that I owe that to Philly too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So um Minnesota was always looked at as a bad state. Like, people will tell you, oh, the people in Minnesota, all they do is party. The guys don't work. The women support them. They're like this, they're like that. And so when I came to Minnesota, I was even advised, don't go to Minnesota, don't go mix up with them. They're like this, they're like that. But I came and saw things for myself.
Right.
And I decided to address these things in my songs. I mean, or in that particular song, to be real, I decided to address those things I learned. So when I came out here, I had a couple of friends, young guys who really work. And I got to know the ones that weren't working either had a problem. You know what I mean? Some people, it could be documentation, it could be some other problem they got into while here that stopped them from working. But I mean, your significant other, if they love you and they see you in a bad place, I think it's not wrong for them to help out. But then the ladies were being ashamed for standing up for their significant others when they were down. You know what I mean?
Right.
Some people to have a problem that, okay, you can't work, you can't do this, but you're on probation. But after this period of time, you will be let off and then you can work. So if that person had a good woman at the time, the woman would be like, well, I will hold my man down till he can get back on his feet. But don't get me wrong. We know there's still some lazy guys who will just sit down and know that the female's in a good position and say, I'll just sit down and she takes care of me, but that's not fair. I don't think that's right. And I don't think any female in that position who knows her man is able and he has no legal issues, he's good to work and he sits home and you have to do everything. That's not fair to you. So at the end of the day, but I studied what was going on in Minnesota. I realized that a lot of people, it was a situation either blocking them, but they're very hardworking men out here, including myself.
Right.
With all the music, I was flying everywhere, doing shows, getting money. I never stopped. I kept my regular job, and I have it to this day.
Okay.
I know a bunch of my friends who do it. So, I mean, I just did that song to let people know. If you listen to the song, I said so many things. I said they say we like good time, but our bills paid on time. How we look, you know what I mean?
So,
Yeah.
so Shampi, we
Uh-huh.
happen to have you.
Thank
Um,
you.
so we have to move on with the show, but I just
Okay.
want, yeah, we're just gonna give you one more minute. We just want you. I want you to talk about the new song, "Spend the Money."
Okay.
You always talk about money in your music, and
Yeah.
I hear that all the music is money, money.
Yeah.
Why are you telling Liberian people to spend the money? Why you think they're cheap? That's what's going on.
Well, yeah, okay, that
Oh, you
song
mean the
actually,
stingy, stingy. Me used to like was stingy.
yeah, that
Right.
that that, that, that song is about like self-love. I'm not
Right.
telling people to lavish money.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, like after like this pandemic, we saw how many people we lost. You know what I mean?
Right.
And people work hard. I hear people saving, saving, saving. People. A lot of people they're just saving. And it's not bad to save, but
Right.
you got to treat yourself every now and then. It's
Right.
called living. You're not only in the world to just exist. You're here to live and enjoy
Right.
the fruits of your labor. You know what I mean?
Right.
So some people
And the
don't
money.
work. Yeah,
Spend the money. Spend
yeah. Spend the money.
the money. Don't
Don't be
keep
cheap. Yeah, even if it's one item when you work, if it's only one item, at least when you get a paycheck, buy something for yourself.
it. Right.
Treat yourself to a nice dinner. Don't wait for somebody else. Some people don't care about you. You gotta care about yourself.
Yes, sir. Yeah, sure.
Some people are like, oh, this person will take me to dinner. Sometimes that person will never take you to dinner. They're too cheap and they won't spend their money on you. So spend your money on yourself. Take care of yourself.
That's right, please. That's right, sir. But you know what? Thank
And the
you.
money.
Thank you
Yeah.
for coming. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We appreciate you so much for being on the
Absolutely.
platform.
And
Don't be
thank
a
you guys for
stranger.
having me on here. Thank
Don't
you
be
guys.
a stranger.
All right.
Sean, where can people get your songs?
Your songs and stuff from.
All my songs are they're on iTunes,
Okay.
like Apple Music, Amazon, what's it called? Tidal, Spotify, everywhere you can find all major platforms you can find
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
But again, thank you again.
Thank you,
Keep watching
Sean.
the show.
Okay.
And
Thanks for
we
having
will
me.
come back again to talk to us more. You
All
have
right.
a
And
good
y'all
day.
look so beautiful. Y'all look so beautiful. I know you're spending the money. I
We
Hey,
see
spend
it.
the money.
and the money.
Yes.
The money part is that show. We spending that show.
I see it. I can see it. I can see it.
All right. You have a good day,
Thank
Sean.
you.
Keep
All right.
watching the
Thanks for
show.
having me on here.
All
Okay.
right.
Oh
Much
my
love. Thank you.
Bye.
Y'all know we always appreciate our own people. We are always
Right.
supporting. Here at L.I.B Talks, we want you guys to know that we support our Liberian people, we
Right.
support our African people, and we support our American people as well.
Yep.
Okay, so support is very, very important. So, Sean, I hope that everybody was listening and y'all get on it. Support
Right.
our brother. He's still working hard in Minnesota.
That's
Minnesota
right.
just have lazy people, as you said.
What happened in that?
It happened there.
Thank you so much, Sean P. You know what? We waited for this conversation. So let's just get right into it. It's marriage for everyone.
It's marriage for everyone. Y'all ready?
Jennifer.
Right.
Okay, so let's
We
get into
ready.
let's get into the main topic, ladies and gentlemen. Please, if you were on and you got off, come back. We're about to get into the topic. Tell your friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We're talking about marriage. Okay. So the first thing is marriage an accomplishment? Okay. Being married is not it's not an achievement. However, it may be for those who have been able to marry after overcoming number of obstacles and hardships.
Right.
So yes, it can be an accomplishment if you stay married and you stay happy. So staying married and staying happy, that's the only time marriage can become a accomplishment.
Right.
Because I feel like, when people studies are showing that the length of time that you are married, it's what makes it an accomplishment. But just getting married today is not an accomplishment.
Right.
Okay. So the next thing is, does being married define who you are?
Mm.
Um, I personally don't think that your status defines who a person is. Absolutely not.
No.
So Yes, so I don't think that at all. So
Definitely.
yes, so that answer is that's no, absolutely married, absolutely just being married define who you are. That's a big no.
Right.
But some people
Okay.
feel that way, Jennifer. Some people
Go ahead.
so some people feel that being married define them. That the
Right.
idea of marriage tells everyone who they are, makes them important in society. Um,
Right,
I read a few articles that talked about some beliefs, some myth that people have and believe that they have about the idea of marriage.
right,
Because girls in certain culture are raised in the sense to think of marriage as being a must.
right,
Mindset now is they have that mindset now that if that is not accomplished,
right,
that they have not done anything good for themselves, or that they are not represented in the society
right,
because of the idea of marriage. So
right,
that instant, I would say marriage for them define who they are or
right,
define what they have accomplished because they are taught that marriage is important. Marriage is the end result. That if you cannot get married at a certain age, even that there's
yes,
something
yes,
wrong with you.
mm-hmm,
So in that sense, people will look at marriage to define them or as a sense of accomplishment. Not so much of the number of years that you have put into it, not so much of the hardship, not so much of everything that you guys have gone through. Because
right,
that is when that you can say I've accomplished something great, that I have kept this marriage, or we both have kept each other sane in this marriage. Then you
right,
can do something good. But again, the
absolutely,
mindset of certain society is that girls are being raised to think that they have to get married in order for them to be important in society, and that is
mm,
Yeah.
not a. Eva, you want to say something?
yes.
No. I'm disagreeing.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a bit. And Jennifer still reading, or she's just talking.
No, the way I'm doing it like a conversation. I'm not
Oh,
like
okay.
so. The first thing was a study that I did with the accomplishment part.
Oh,
So yeah, so y'all
so,
when I ask a question, I'm gonna give you the answer, but then we still gonna put our inputs.
okay.
Okay, so
So
even the people that's coming, even the people that's in the comment section, like put your input in there. Definitely will look. We want to interact with the conversation.
so I wanna talk. I agree with Hawa, and I mean even in the civilized world, like there's some educated people,
Right.
um, they feel like being married is some kind of thing for them. They are better than other women.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I look at marriage like this. I tell people when two things come together, it have to be significant because being together with two person coming together is two minds, two wonderful, magnificent, minds coming together. They
Right.
they trying to interact and make the world a better place. You know. So I see marriage, I see people in marriages and they're just at a still point. I see no accomplishment,
Right.
you know, and you will see a single woman that struggles so much in her life and she have earned so much accomplishment, So I wonder, is this married thing? What is it?
Right.
Should I want to be together with someone and be great and just be there and by myself and be great? you know so it is, some people really take marriages or marriage seriously. They sit there, they don't do nothing, but they come outside and they walk around in parties, weddings, and show off their rings and thing, the everything. And
Mm-hmm.
I sit there and I laugh because I'm like, girlfriend, if I had your opportunity, I would make a great use of it.
Right.
And I don't even have to walk around and show you my ring. When I enter the room, you already know who I am. You read it about me. And you try to figure out what's
I
going on in
know,
that
right?
marriage.
Sure.
That girl is going too fast. You know, I feel that it have to do with tradition too. You know,
Yes.
like how I
Mhm.
say, have to do with tradition. People from the country, people that was rare back, that was not rare in the city, they feel like if I get married, that's it for me. I have
Right.
gotten it all.
No,
Right.
you
God have
can see
blessed
a lot
me.
of people thinking that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you, ladies, for your input. Now let's keep it going. Okay. Why do people consider being married as an end goal?
Mm,
So many assume that getting married validates and make more authentic a relationship when in reality it does nothing of sort. So
mm,
the original point of marriage back then was when women did not have to get a degree,
Mhm.
women did not have rights as men.
right.
So women essentially they were we were like a form of property. So back in the day, it was like, oh, you need a man to define you. So therefore,
Mhm.
don't worry about your dreams, don't worry about your goals. So that was when it was the end goal. So let's bring it back home for a second. And some of us growing up, being born and raised in Liberia, it's like you can have your mom was just married to this person because they have a source of income, right?
Right,
Because you
right.
just need somebody that will be able to take care of you. So back in the day, it was basically like women rights did not matter. So that's what originally you'll marry. So you are that man property, and you don't have to. Your goals and your achievement they matter. You needed some kind of place of belonging. That was it. That's why it was a goal. So back to how I was saying, as far as tradition and this, that, and the third. Obviously, 2021 it has changed, and but that was. I just want you to, back in the day, that's what marriage. Yeah, I know you all understand that because born and raised in Liberia. So
Right.
times are changing, but that's what it used to be. Okay, so um, what are the myths? What are some of the myths? I'm gonna give you the few that's on this list, right? And then from there, I want you to add a couple more. What are some myths about marriage? The first thing is common interests keep you together. So if you and your spouse have the same interest, it keeps you guys together. This is according to the Washington Post. This is a myth. Okay. So
Right.
the second myth is married couple never go to bed angry. That is a myth. Third myth is couples therapy is only if your marriage is broken. The fourth myth is affairs are the main cause of divorce.
Mm.
Mm,
And last but not least on my list is sex stop once you get married. So I want us to get into these myths. Especially coming from a married woman, these things are so funny. I remember thinking the same thing, like, oh wow, you're gonna marry the same person? You're gonna be with the same person forever? You're never gonna be upset with each other?
uh,
I stepped into marriage a young lady. Okay, I was 24 years old when I got married. I so all these myths when I see it now, it's so funny to me because there's still people that get married and think that these things still are it's the truth. They think that even before you get married, when people say, "Oh, let's go to marriage counseling," people feel like, "Oh no, our relationship is fine. We don't need
yeah.
marriage
That's
counseling."
cancer.
People feel like if you guys are happily married, you guys don't need to go to counseling. Or sex stop for the men. It's like, oh my God, I get married to one person. Am I gonna have fun? Am I gonna have sex? That is a myth. Okay, you can do a lot of things with one person.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
Mm,
Yeah.
I feel you.
So I definitely agree with you, Jennifer.
I feel you, Jennifer. I feel you, baby.
But
Okay, so let's talk about the myths, ladies. Is there any other myths that you guys have heard about marriage that you know is not true? Like what?
Children can keep y'all together.
Oh yes,
Yes.
that's
uh,
another one.
Children can keep y'all together.
Mm.
Yes, but
that, that's true.
That one
that
I
is
feel like.
Or
Ooh.
that is
or everybody must get married. Marriage,
Mm.
yes. Even the main topic, marriage being
marriage
for
is not.
everyone,
But
is a big myth.
so the idea that marriage is for everyone is very, very wrong, because just because you see somebody else's marriage is going good, and from your perspective, let me just say
Right.
this,
Mm-hmm.
your outside perspective, you say to them, I want my me and my husband will be better than that person and their husband.
Mm.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna be like them. That's my goal.
Hey.
That's
Couple
my
goals.
goal. Honey, you don't know what's going on in our household.
Mm.
Nope.
That cannot be your goal.
Let me think about something,
See
ma.
outside, what you see
Mm,
outside cannot be your goal for what you want in your marriage. What
Right.
you see
right.
on this, my newest saying, this blue app, Facebook, cannot be your
Mm.
relationship goal. So that's one big mistake that y'all have about marriages, is that I want to be like them, or why can't we be like other people?
Right.
Stop thinking like, because your marriage is not
Mm.
going the way you want it to go. You want it to go as the way you feel like somebody else's marriage is going right now. That's a big
Right.
problem that we face in our community every single day, is that comparison. Stop comparing yourselves to other people, or stop wishing that your life or your marriage will be like somebody else's, because it's
Mm,
totally different. Like Jennifer said,
Exactly.
I've only been married 6 years. We've been together for a long time, but I some of the ideas that I had initially coming in were all wrong.
mm.
And
Like,
another myth, another one.
that's right.
I will be with the devil I know, then the angel
And
I don't
the
know.
I don't know.
Oh yes.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be with no devil. If you devil, you'll go the way you come from. And you know, people stay in marriages for so many years. I know a couple of people that they stay in marriages for 20, 30 years, and at the end of it they break up. Where you
Mm.
going? How are you gonna start again? You know, why don't you recognize, or why can't you figure things out early on in the marriage? What are you afraid of? You know, again, you came on this earth by yourself, honey. Let me tell you this. If you can't hold your stuff by yourself, and you think because of some other man that will be able to help you to hold things down, then you're in the marriage for the wrong thing.
Right.
You know. So that I will be with the devil. I know they're taking all your young years, all your youthful years, your better years. Who knows you're supposed to be some kind of doctor or scientist, and because you not stay over there with the stress that you not stress your mom, you can't even focus. Eh? You just there. Nothing come your way. You
Right.
know? So that's one of the myths for our community, our Liberian community, that people stay in, especially abusive marriages.
Yep. They
And
say
that's
where you go.
not
Yeah,
just,
where you gonna go?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not just physical, but emotional, verbal, all this other abuse that goes around here. They stay there because
Mm-hmm.
they're ashamed to say, "Oh, my sister is married. I'm the oldest, so I don't know if I'm just gonna stay here because I just can't leave." That is wrong.
All right.
That is wrong.
Mhm.
You could be something so great in this world, and you sitting there and you taking things you have no business taking. Look at the prince. Look at that prince over there. Who know God bringing my prince for me to be with the devil? I will not be with the devil. If you a devil, you go to hell.
Leave
I
the
will
devil
wait for the
alone.
angel to come. If it's a prince from what other country, you will come and find me. I will wait.
That's right. I agree. I agree, Rose. I
You
definitely
want that
agree.
prince.
I want that prince, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
The
For
next
me,
step is
also, it's when, especially I'm going to take it to the men, to push men into getting married. If they're not ready, they're not ready.
Right.
If they're not there, they're not there.
We're not there.
You
Yep.
know, sometimes even when they get married, outside with 4 or 5 different women or whatsoever, just stay single, papa. You got to get married. Don't let nobody push you. Don't let no woman push you or anybody push you into getting married to say, like some people like, oh, my man, you getting old now. When you were fine, and woman to sit down with. And I know there's this unwritten rule in the Liberian community because I see it so many times. My man, just find a nice woman you can get married and you can do your little on the side.
Yep.
mhm. Yep.
There's that's out there too, where they get married, they find a nice woman that can sit home, do this, do that, a good girl, then go out and they be messing around with the Popo Jordan.
Again. I
Yeah, it's
get
over
that.
Joe for me.
I get that. It's open your family.
Yes, I hear you, sis. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, here's a question for you ladies. Will a marriage work if you get into it just for the sake of being married? And I meant before we get into that, there's another myth: getting married because of romantic love. They say that studies say that if you're gonna fall out of love with that person, right?
Right.
So when you get married just because you're truly, deeply, madly in love, ladies and gentlemen listening out there, that is not a reason to get married. That is not a good enough reason. It's
No.
good for you to be in love with the person that you want to marry. However, that should not be the only reason because if you're falling in love with their physical, right? If you're falling in love with something about them, but you don't like so many other things about that person, don't get married to them.
Right.
So, so back to the topic. Will you like? Do you guys think a marriage will work if people are just getting married for the sake of marriage? The same thing we're just talking about, all the
I
things that we
mean,
listed.
it can, if they want to continue to put out that charade or put that out there, it can. Because then for them to come back and say, "Oh, I'm divorced," the divorce part would be more of a shame than them being together. So I've seen people who will do that and who will stay in that marriage for however long because the shame of what people would say or how they
Right.
would say it, they would stay in that marriage and they would
Mhm.
take it and they would come outside, they would be happy, they would be smiling, but on the inside, it's a hot mess.
Right.
I definitely
So,
agree.
so that means it's not working, right?
No, it's not
I'm talking.
working.
What I'm talking about
It's
is,
working for
like
them.
It may
So
work for them for a short period of time. It may not work long term. But Eva is right to say that people will stay in marriages for wrong reasons, only because they're
yeah,
trying to prove a point. Like you told me I couldn't be married. All right, you will see. I was still with that man. We'll do our team on his side. But at the end of the day, we'll still be married. That's
mm,
you see that a lot in people that are trying to prove a point.
right. A
The
lot.
idea of marriage is not to prove a point to anyone because at the
No.
end of the day, you are the one that's going to be in that house with that person, you and you alone.
mm,
On the sad part about it is that if you have children in the mix of it now, the children have to deal with both of your shenanigans.
Right.
Okay,
yep,
so I'll say it won't work if you get into it just for the idea of being married, because marriage takes work, marriage takes effort, it takes time, and if you're not willing to put all of those time and effort and sacrifices into it, what make you think it's going to work? It's not going to work. So I'll say that if you got into it just for the idea of it, it may work for a short, like just a second, sis or Mister.
mhm,
and then it blew up in your face.
Right.
And another thing, ladies, that we need to talk about is this fixation on weddings. How people separate the actual marriage versus a woman getting a chance to be the center of attention, a woman getting a chance to let's just what I really don't like at weddings? After the pastor finally putting you in the church and say, you guys are one, right? Then you get to the reception and the lady's like, this is my moment. Finally, you said it right. I'm gonna step out and I'm gonna shine and I'm gonna wear my 3, 4, 5 dresses, and my husband's just gonna come in after the fact because it's about me. Like I get it to the sense that, lady, you have on your white dress, you are the center of attention. Right. People that you invite to your wedding, they're there to see you. They're gonna critique you anyways. Right. That's what human. That's what we do. I just feel like some people are so fixed on the idea of this big, lavish wedding, or that finally I never got married before, so it's my time to show off, and not what happens after the ceremony, the life, the marriage, but instead the focus is on the ceremony. I think that's something that we definitely see a lot in our community. And it's like, there's two different things. You're so focused on the wedding and not the marriage. And the marriage should be the main reason why you're getting into it.
And I want to go back to your question about people just getting into marriages. So the romantic thing, that's emotion. It's a lot of emotions, and those things go away sometimes.
I can't live without you.
Yes, it go away sometimes, especially for men. Men don't deal with those things. They're quick to lose those things.
Right.
So one thing I say to people, and and some people have conversation with me. That's like, Rose, you a nice girl, and you what happened? They ask that question.
Right.
And I told them, I'm looking for my friend. I'm looking for a friend.
Right.
Marriage is trust me, they got a lot of men that want to marry in a twinkle.
Yes.
And they will annoy me as hell. Just when I see them coming, I'm annoyed.
Oh Lord.
I'm telling you. And sometimes you want to be with somebody. Let's go to the biblical thing. God created us to be together with two persons to be together. That was God's creation. That was his mindset. That's what he wanted for us on this earth. You understand me?
No one should be alone. Yes.
You've been alone kills you because you want a companion. You want someone you can come home to and you have a conversation with. But going on the other side, you don't just want to find anybody. That's the thing for me. People ask me, after my marriage, what happened? I'm not looking to go into another one. Because I'm looking for a friend. You want to find a friend. You want to find, everything will not be okay every day. But you guys have conversation. You guys have engagement. You guys, not everybody in your space you can stand. Naturally. You don't want to marry a man. I'm telling you. You don't want to marry a man. And when he comes home, you're on his cell phone. You're finding something else to do. No. When he comes home, it's exciting because you've been waiting for him. That's that's what marriage is about. Because when God did that creation, he wanted us to be compatible. So first, I just want people to just take in consideration finding your friend before you get to the romantic, the sexual part, the loving part, the mushy part. All those things are emotion. Find someone that you can communicate with. Find someone that even when he tell you today, I can stand you, but in 3 minutes He's like, baby, wow, we don't need to do this. Let's find something. Let's figure this out. I can stand this, you know. So that's my thing with marriages.
Mm-hmm.
Don't. And people just get married. I see young people with so much potential, and they just find people and just get married to them. And you just looking at them every day. You say, God, if I wish she found a friend that would tell her, will advise her. You see now that phone there, you're not thinking about something better to do. You know, someone that would tell you the truth.
Right.
That's who you want to marry.
Well, Rose, don't you think that society put too much pressure on women to
Oh
get
yeah,
married? To get
definitely.
finding that whole aspect of a friendship or the idea of really building a relationship, but instead just get married just because everyone expects you to. Don't you feel like that's what's happening?
Oh yeah, society
And
do.
it's not just society. You mentioned the Bible, and then let's go back to the church.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, um, I feel as though at some point the church, if you're a member of a church, they look at you as a young woman coming up. Why is it that you're not married? The church
Right,
itself
right, right.
put pressure on women. So this is some of the reason why a lot of women are rushing into marriages without really thinking twice about it, or without
Right.
that friendship that you talk about, or that companionship with someone. Is because they are being pressured to fit what society expect them to fit the norm of society, which is to be married. And what they fail to realize that it comes with work and it comes with effort. So I feel
Yeah.
Well,
society itself is to blame for some of the mistakes that happens when women just jump into marriages without really
Right.
thinking about it. And obviously culture is a big factor in it too. Um, so if
right, Howard.
is does marriages work or is marriage for everyone? People feel like it's for everyone, especially if you come from a Christian household. How dare you're not married yet at a certain
And
age?
they start looking at
I
you. Yeah.
I think it's for everyone. I think it's for everyone, but I think we
I
must.
don't think it is.
No, listen. I think biblical wise, I think God wanted us to be married, to have a companion, and live not a sinful life as a
Right.
Christian.
Right.
That is something that we are taught. We was brought up. Yes, absolutely. I think that, when it comes to you being a Christian, you understand me. But again, even thinking that, even me as a single woman, I still know that the impact and things that happen when you just get into things that have no business getting into.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You have to know
Right.
that.
Based on experience.
Again,
Yep.
how you have to know yourself.
Yeah.
Apart from society, apart from culture, you have to learn yourself. Like
Mm-hmm.
Sean P said, do things for yourself. Do things, go places, spoil yourself. If you know those things about yourself, you don't give a freak about society, you
And
know?
I must say, it's not just about knowing something about yourself. It's about, like I said earlier, it's about what you think happiness is.
Yes,
Yeah.
You
yes.
want to be happy.
Definitely.
You see
Definitely.
you see how I and her husband on Facebook, they're always smiling. That doesn't mean that I don't be like, don't get him the side eye every night and
Right.
like that don't mean that I don't get upset with him. We may
Right,
laugh
right.
through app, but we have our days. So because
Mm-hmm.
that mindset that people have about marriage, about I want to be happy. Barbara Honeybee, hey honey, she made a great point. She said most society though, because everyone around us are getting married. So we feel like married, we must get married too. Because everyone a month around us, our friends, they're flaunting in our faces. They're happy.
My other front of my
Happy
priest.
to me.
Jehovah's done it. Dun, 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 dun.
Because of that, people feel like, they gotta happen to me too. And if it doesn't happen for me at this particular
That's
point,
it.
then
Throw
I'm
the song away.
not anything. And that is not a good mindset to have. So in that aspect, I would say marriage is definitely not for everyone.
No, it's not for everybody. It's not
Yes,
for
everybody should
Is that, let me tell y'all, Hawa, let me come in for a second. It is not for the weak.
nope.
for
It
the
is
weak.
not for selfish people.
Nope.
People that are selfish, that cannot live with people.
Right.
You, I mean, it's not for you.
Right.
Okay.
It's not for you. Yeah,
And then
definitely.
people that does not forgive. If you don't know how to forgive, it's not for you.
Not for you.
Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Because marriage is for better or worse. Like, forget about the men, even us women. Like, they supposed to they marry. For me, my husband married me a 126 pounds woman, right? Young lady, perky breasts, everything. And then time changed. Like, here I am now,
Is it
a
tough?
36-year-old woman. Yeah, like heavier than I ever been in my life.
Right.
Like, so that love that we speak of, like, because we like to say men are visuals and all of these things. But if the person don't have that love for you, once you start to let yourself go,
Right.
it's like, even if you don't let yourself go, even if you have babies or whatever the case may be, like, change your body.
The body
But you
change.
understand that love that man can still look at you and still, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're still seeing that hot 20-something-year-old girl after all these years. You know what I'm saying? It has to it's way past that physical. Like, because obviously human gonna change. We're
Right.
gonna change, not just the women, of course the men change too, but you realize all these things gonna happen. You're not gonna be that person. Even with your growth, you're gonna become a better person. If you was once this person that wanna be in the club all day long, and now you're like, you're gonna change your the interests are gonna change with time and all this and that. But you have to have that love, that deep love that's rooted, and it have to be mutual. It can't just be coming from one person.
And let me just say something, especially in our culture, where commitment are devil for the many. Hmm?
Hmm.
And the thing what you say, you go join in marriage quick with them. Hmm?
Right.
The people, even when you boyfriend with them, the commitment part of it, of being together, having conversation, doing things together, seeing what the visions are. They don't even look at those things as something important.
Right.
And then you just pick up yourself, you won't go to marriage with them. You will suffer it all. Because our culture, our men they think they marriage thing that enemy for them. They think what's so good. I come to this thing to say marriage is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing. I mean, every woman dream she wants to get married. That's a dream of a woman. It's a very good thing because it brings out the best of you sometimes, because sometimes you are single and you don't have a great mindset and you don't have great friends around you, and you
Right.
finally find a guy that inspire you, that keeps you going. It gives you a great future. So I do respect marriages, but my girlfriend and my people, my girls, women, of today, yeah, please slow down with the marriage thing, because y'all can be making other children confused. They see you married, they say, "Hey God, I won't marry. What happened to me?" Then boom, the biggest one of them. But
Oh,
for
gosh.
me, I will tell you, I'm waiting for my prince.
That's
I'm
right.
not, I'm not rushing the thing yet. The
Nope.
marriage thing, I will find my friend, and I will get married to my friend, and it
Right.
will not be all gravy, but it will be someone when he comes in my space, I'll feel comfortable. You
Mm.
know, that's what I want.
Let's read Mike Massacre point. It hits exactly what you just said. Mike said, "Don't allow anyone to rush you into marriage,
No,
but wait on God's timing. It is
wait.
it because it shouldn't be because my little sister
Mm,
married, I must marry too." That's right,
mm.
Mike.
Right.
Make a good point. Not because Sarah getting married, Rose. Just because those people are bluffing from the year about their marriages.
Mom, I'm not rushing. Oh, I waiting for my friend. Oh,
Your
my
prince
prince
is
coming.
coming, sis.
Your
My prince
prince
is
is
coming.
coming.
Man,
Wait
he's
on your
coming,
time.
man.
Don't rush
He's
into it.
somewhere, and he will come for me one day.
All right.
That's why I will keep wearing my short skirt and my short dresses.
Oh
Because
Lord.
I'm not leaving there young getting here, man.
Not the skirt, not the skirt.
Oh Lord, the booty shorts.
Oh God.
Comment. Dorothy Destiny Morris. That's my mommy. God, marriage is an institution and lifetime commitment.
Hi, baby.
This is why during the vow taking point, it was clearly stated that for better and for worse, which
Yes.
don't understand. God knows that it wouldn't always be happy, happy, happy.
Right.
Yes, he does. So don't get into it for the wrong reason. Don't feel like, oh, I want to be happy like them because they're always smiling. Smiling on the blue app. Are they smiling when they get home?
The blue app, man. Christmas time. You be eating.
Yeah, got the pajamas. Y'all are so. The pajamas alone make you get married.
Yeah. But yeah, she said some good things in there. Marriages are for better.
Yeah.
For worse.
Yes, it's about the commitment. Yep.
The worst comes, hey, we're gonna work it out.
Right.
And if I can say, I said, right, where you get to go? I got nowhere to go. You ain't got nowhere to go. We stay right here.
Right, Baba.
There ain't nothing better out there anyway. Keep
Man, and that easy I am.
It's really not. It's really not, you know.
It's not.
Remember that. Yes. Jennifer, if you want to read more comments, or if anybody want to call in, hey, it's.
I was about to say we can do about 5 more minutes. Anybody want to call in?
Wants to call in.
And I want to say something to marriages that women that have good men. And I want to say this: women that have good men that they take advantage of. Because I do see a couple of marriages that women take advantage of men, and they have some good women out here who's single, and if you and just be playing in a marriage here because they're waiting. You understand me? And it's serious because people got good men to take care of them as a man to provide, and all to do lavish the money, just waste and sit there and think putting long hair and makeup and going from one country to another, that defines a marriage, or say, oh yeah, that girl that beat you, you are married. Stop taking advantage. You know, when you find a good man, build empire with that man. Do something different. Be the difference. Because they got a lot of good single women out here that don't deserve to be single. You understand me? There are good women out here that don't deserve to be single, but you have the opportunity and you are taking advantage of it. I want you to hear me, oh, please stop it.
I want to read one more comment. It says, Lufa kept this on me the whole time. Let me read one comment. Lufa, where are you? Serena Hannah made a comment, said, what about the women that belittle or talk down to other women, to others they have been married for 15 plus years?
Right.
We are happy that you put up with someone's crap for that long, but what makes you think, what makes you think that that's woman you are talking down or wants to do with that crap for that long? Right. Some women need to humble themselves because you can lose it tomorrow. So,
hallelujah to that one.
Yes. Say it again. Yes, we're happy. I'm a happily married woman. I'm happy to be married to be my husband. But the one thing that I would not do is throw marriage in somebody's face.
Right.
I can boast about being married. Definitely. Yes, I'm a married woman. But I would not say you can't get married. Somebody will take a thing out to us they can see.
Right.
Or I wouldn't belittle you for leaving a situation that is not healthy for you.
Absolutely.
You have to understand that we are not in people's marriages. We are not in people's homes. So we cannot judge people. Never ever judge someone else for leaving a marriage. Never ever do.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think we have a caller. You think that what can take a call?
Yeah, I don't think people are calling, but I do have one more comment, and this is he's a minister in my church, and he says that this is Samuel D. Wissett. He said, "Good evening, ladies. Interesting topic. The day we understand marriage from God's perspective, our marriages will last as long as we live. However, marriage is a mystery, and we must know it has the ability to destroy or make us be alive forever.
Mm.
It's a choice to make,
You ain't lying about that.
not a feeling or an idea of a man that you can just get out of.
Mm. Hallelujah. That is so deep.
I like that,
Ma,
Brother Sam.
read that last line, Ma. That last line very deep.
It's not a feeling or an idea, okay, of a man that you can just get out of. Nope.
Yes.
I totally agree, Brother Sam. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you so
So,
much.
ladies, yes, let's move on. Thank you all for sharing the show. Let's move on because I don't think we have callers. Lofa, no callers, right?
All
No
right, y'all.
color is the sun in the show.
I've read enough comments. Don't worry, we'll still be reading. Keep communicating with us. We do respond back on these videos at the end of the show or during the show, during the week. We respond to some comments. So don't stop commenting. We appreciate you guys coming on today.
Right.
The phone number next time we'll be posting the phone number up on the screen early so you
Yeah.
can call in. But we just want to say thank you for joining us today. We appreciate everyone for coming. You know, we always shine light on someone special within our community. So Sean P, I keep calling you Sean Paul. Could you do
Champy.
Sean P?
Champy.
Champy. Spend the money.
Sean P will spend that money. The money keep adding things to Uncle Joe.
Oh, yeah. But
You,
the
wait,
money,
before
yes.
before we go, ladies, I have there's a question for us. Who was Adam working
Ooh, what?
before he found Eve? What? I can't already see. That's it.
I don't know working for nobody, man. Oh, waiting. I don't working for nobody,
Working.
man.
Who Adam working before he found Eve? I don't know.
Before you find Eve?
Yeah.
Adam did not know about it. Adam was not eating from the tree of knowledge yet. He did not know any of those things, or they
No,
didn't
he
feel
didn't know
any of
that, but
those
I
things
think
until the
he
eighth
was
chapter.
somebody else.
Oh,
So
they
go back
said.
to the Bible and read
No,
that one.
never mind. He was asking somebody else. He said, was Adam working before he found Eve? Did he get a job?
Oh, was Adam working? Don't start, oh, you won't start.
I say you got time.
Cold boy, Sir Leaf. Spend it. Say it. Spend the money.
Spend the money, go work, find job. You want to be what's more? Go find job.
We want to thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being involved in the conversation. We always appreciate you all for all the support. We love you guys. Next week, Friday, please join us next Friday. It's an educational show on special needs kids. You know, in our community, we are in a society where there are a lot of different conditions that children are at risk for, and special needs is dear to us. So we want you to come and be part of the conversation. We noticed that when we are having these important health topics, our numbers are not as high as they should be.
Right.
So we're saying to you, I know you may have a brother or a sister. A matter of fact, you're having children. You need to learn some of these things and be aware of some of these things so you can act for them. Okay. So join us next week as we talk about some special needs children. Our community needs to be educated on this. So invite a friend, to invite a friend, to invite a friend. Stay in tune with us. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram. Come every Friday, 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. And see you guys on Fridays.
Bye, guys.
Oh, goodness. Good night, ladies.
Good night, ladies.
Good
Bye,
night.
guys. We miss you guys.
See you
you.
next week, 7 p.m.
7 p.m. No music tonight.
If I don't want to play our music tonight,
Hello, hello, hello. My name is Miss Monet. I'm a neo-traditional artist from Mama Liberia. I showcase our Liberian culture and tradition to the rest of the world. And today, you are watching Across Africa TV network.
What a lofa eh?
Hey, about that.
Hey, folks. How you guys doing? I know you guys
We're
missed
still
me.
live.
But I'm here. You guys are still
Iris,
Don't say
Iris,
nothing.
we miss you.
Don't say nothing.
We miss you,
You're still
Iris.
right.
Don't forget to hang up this thing.
All right. So what's up, guys? We'll be done.